Thank you so much for joining me in this video, and it's been almost about 40 plus days since the lockdown has been announced, and I am so much happy with the way that you have coped up with the lockdown that has been announced and how you have come across all these hurdles and struggles and troubles, of course. So I really thought of speaking about a topic. A week ago I made a bodybuilding video about how to develop arms and all that. But this is about mind-building video. So we are going to speak about how to handle the insults that we come across. Insults at the workplace, insults amongst the family members, insults that some of your relatives might hand you. Sometimes your friends will be giving you some insults. So how are you going to face those insults? That's what we are going to discuss in this video. So get ready. I might be looking a little strange in this video because this is a different lighting, different room and different atmosphere. So, however nocturnal and scary I look, please adjust because this is just the way I am. I don't spend a lot of time in the gimmicks of the videography, and I'm not very much technically sound in all that. I just believe in the content, so hope this content is really important to you, and that's why you are continuing watching this video. Well, I would like to say there are about 4 techniques that we are going to speak about how to handle the insults. Technique number 1, analyze the facts. You need to analyze the fact as to who has given you the insult and what has really happened. Somebody has said a word, somebody has said a statement against you, or somebody has showed a gesture of not giving you proper response, or you made a phone call and they did not answer your phone call. So these insults are varied in nature, but it all depends upon the level of scaling that you have towards taking in an insult. How much importance and how much weightage you give towards that insult. But do you really think that's the only fact? No. How much importance and how much weightage you are giving for that person who has caused you the insult? How much importance you give for that person's mind? How much importance you give for the role of the person? And how much importance you give for the person's thinking power? So the first technique is analyzing the facts. You got to analyze the fact as to whether the action of the person, is it justifiable or not? Is there any genuine reason for the person to, call you like that? Is there any genuine reason for the person to utter a statement against you like that? So you need to analyze the fact. But most importantly, when you are analyzing the fact, you will come to an understanding, a proper level of understanding that most of the insults are not actually meant towards you, or not actually very serious. That would have been at the spur of the moment because of some sort of emotional drive. So that's the first technique. Well, the second technique is set a reaction level. As the statement goes, if you react, that is ego. If you respond with mindfulness, well, that is meticulousness. So choose whether you are going to react or you are going to respond on a mindful basis. Because when you respond on a mindful basis, things are going to be different and it will be in a different shape altogether. But if you are reacting, or if you are liking to snap back, or if you would like to give a witty response immediately, then it is again going to cause the situation even more serious, and it is going to cause a lot of trouble for you. So you need to be very much careful with the level of reaction you are going to choose. The best part is you have the freedom of choice as far as the reaction and response are concerned. Whether you respond on a proper basis or react immediately, choice is yours, and without thinking about the consequences and repercussions you are going to face if you are reacting and responding, well, that shows your maturity level. So you need to be very careful about how you are going to act accordingly, how you are going to act for the situation. Are you going to react or are you going to respond? But my money is on responding with mindfulness. The third technique is humor. If you are basically a natural sense of humored person, if you are basically a natural humor sensed person, then it is going to be easy for you to take up the insult on a very easier way and on a lighter way. Like I was saying, if you are able to give a witty response with your humor. Bernard Shaw and Churchill were known for their witty responses whenever some insults were caused for them. When Bernard Shaw was making a new play, he sent a note to Churchill inviting him for the new play. And he sent a note that I am sending you 2 tickets. One ticket on the first night and the second ticket on the second night. So if you are able to afford for both the nights, and I'd be really happy if you're attending the first night of the play. So here Bernard Shaw sarcastically mentioned to Churchill that he would not be able to afford for the nights of the play, for both the nights of the play. Bernard Shaw was trying to insult, of course, but Winston Churchill took it as an ordinary occasion and he wanted to give a witty humor reply. Of course, it's a put down situation. It's an insult put down for Winston Churchill, but Winston Churchill wittingly sent a note as a reply to Bernard Shaw. I cannot possibly attend the first night, but I can definitely think about the second one, he mentioned. And you understand in what meaning Bernard Shaw would have received it and in what meaning Winston Churchill would have written. I repeat the statement. I cannot possibly attend the first night, but the second night. So if censoring is not going to happen now, I would like to say, he wrote, I cannot possibly attend your first night, but I will be attending the second night, he mentioned. So here the entire kind of insult has been turned into a witty humorous response. And do you really think Bernard Shaw would have got angry by that reply? No, he smiled it and he laughed it away. So what are the techniques we have seen so far? Analyzing the fact, number one, and choosing a proper response, number two, instead of reaction, and choosing to take the humor. The fourth one is my personal favorite, the fourth technique, ignore. Just ignore the insult. Just ignore the insult. Now, when you are ignoring, you will prove to the other person that you have not taken the insult so personally. And when a gentleman was walking on the street, a robber came and he attempted for making a robbery, but it did not happen, and he just wildly, he pushed him by actually making a stomp on his shoulder. And then realizing who the gentleman was, this person really regretted for such nasty action. So he came back to the gentleman and he wanted to apologize. And he said, I'm sorry, sir. I should not have done that. So I should not have stomped with my shoulder, he said. And the gentleman mentioned, oh, did it happen really? I didn't know, he said, and he moved away. So it puzzled the robber, and there the gentleman has given the response that his insult that was caused by the robber is not even a matter for him, and he hasn't given such amount of weightage to that robber at all. So that's an egotistical attack that is being given to the robber by the gentleman. So here he ignored it and he did not make it as a big issue. Likewise, you can also use the same technique for handling your insults. Well, the next technique is talking it out. Talking it out. Depending upon the insult, if it has happened in the office atmosphere, or if it has happened in your workplace, and if it is happening because of a person, you have to face the person. If all the other four techniques had not been coming handy as an applicable points for you, so then you have to go and face the person, and you have to talk to the person why such insult has happened and what was the reason and what was the main cause for him or her to give you such insult. So talking will definitely take the whips away. So that's it. I don't want to take much of your time. So these are all the important points that I want to discuss. And whenever you are coming across any insult, try to put one of these and let me know how this insult has been taken care of. This is not a kind of a clinical solution that I have given, but it will definitely put you in a comfortable position whenever you are feeling insulted. I'll be meeting you in the next video. Thank you so much for your patience. Live strong and live with passion.